Studio.
Hi, my name is Musonda Mumba. I work for the United Nations Environment Programme as the head of the Terrestrial Ecosystems Unit, and I'm also the coordinator of Nawe, the network of African women environmentalists. This network was set up last year in 2019 on the 8th of March, and it's very, very exciting that we're actually doing this. So what landscape did I choose? I chose the Rwenzori Mountains, which are called Mountains of the Moon, in Uganda, where I traveled to in 2008. And in my work, in my past work there, I was looking at the glacial recession, or the actual reduction of the glaciers in these mountains and the impact that had on the communities. And the result of this is really because of climate change. And what was amazing is that I was part of a group of scientists, of local people, indigenous peoples, but also experts from the Uganda Wildlife Authority who were doing amazing work in this landscape. What has changed about this landscape? Because of climate change, this region faced for the very first time malaria. And also in the very recent past, there's been floods affecting communities further downstream from this mountain. What would I like to commit to for this mountain? I would like to commit to this mountain that in my work, also as a UN Environment staff and as a Nawe member, that I commit to making sure that the restoration begins to happen in places that are degraded, especially some of the forested areas of the mountain region, but also begin to raise the profile of the community and also engage with people as to why this landscape matters and why mountains are so important for the biodiversity that they give and the ecosystem services that they provide for communities beyond this landscape, because the waters of the Mountains of the Moon flow all the way to the Nile. So here's a future that I envisage for this region and for this particular landscape. I envision a space where it's thriving, the ecosystem services that would have been lost, for example, the ability to regulate the climate, and also the restoration of the vegetation that might have been lost. It has recovered and people are thriving, people are not susceptible, and the species that depend on this landscape, such as mountain gorillas on the other side of the Virunga landscape, are actually thriving and living in harmony with people, and us living in harmony with nature.